One of the biggest problems that I see when it comes to families is they don't know how to work together to create generational wealth. Let me explain. How many times have you purchased something for your kids for Christmas and you spent maybe $100, $200 getting them stuff that they only play with for about a day or they play with it for a couple of days, things like that. Or they tear into the box and they're excited about really just ripping the paper off. They don't care what's in the box, right? And you spend all this money that you worked hard to get only to see them be happy for a moment in time. Toys, right? But I say all that to say, how often do you see people really advance their family by putting money somewhere that it can grow? And you want to know the best way to grow income? It's not by going to a bank. It's not by working extra hard. And the easiest way to advance your family is with, drumroll please, life insurance. But one of the best ways where you don't have to wear your body down or spend hours and hours to make it happen is a life insurance policy. You get a policy, and that could be an IUL, that could be a whole life policy, and you utilize the money from the interest of the policy and you pull that out to use it for whatever you need. Now, you do have to put it back, but it's going to be so much cheaper to use that type of policy to gain a business or create a business or whatever than trying to take out a loan. And there's God knows how much interest, right? Again, a video for another day, but this is how a lot of people do it. They take out a life insurance policy. They use the interest from the policy to either start a business, have things to get a car for their kids, whatever, right? You think of what you want it to be. But this is how you have generational wealth. You got to do what nobody else has done. And people are going to tell you, you're crazy. Who do you think you are? You can't do that. You're doing something different to set up a different lifestyle for your children. Now, I don't recommend you just hand your kids everything, but I do say give them a good start and educate your kids. Talk to them about the importance of money. Talk to them about why life insurance is important. The key here is you got to talk. And you can't leave it up to the school system to do that because that's no longer their job. I don't know if it ever really was, if you look at the history of it. But where it comes to them becoming their best version of themselves, it's going to be up to the parent in that community. So what I recommend, everybody that's in your unit, whether that be brothers and sisters or parents or everybody in that type of unit, make sure that everybody has a life insurance policy, okay? And everybody pulls together and they help pay for each person's policy, so it's not just on one person. Let's say you want to get a policy that's, I don't know, $100,000 and it's going to be $40. Everybody would put in a few bucks. Something you spend $7 to $10 on Starbucks. So everybody's able to put in a little bit for one person, and maybe you're able to do 2 or 3 people based off of what kind of policy you're getting. And then once everybody has a policy, you keep it going for the year, meaning you get enough money to pay off that policy for the year, and then you make sure everybody has one so that everybody can accomplish their goals as a unit. It's not just one person doing one thing. So maybe I'll do another video on the different types of life insurance policies there are. If you want something like that, drop a line below saying, yes, I want that. So I will see you in my next video.